When their parents dreamed, they didn't dream their sons would be lovers. They didn't dream that God would dress in a tux one day and open the heavens as their sons came to say, "Hell yes, I do." They never imagined their boys, black boys, beautiful, talented black boys, would stand before the world and declare, "We will love at every cost." Their spirits danced together like cords of DNA, waiting anxiously to reproduce what the world had never seen. Together, they shall hold up the temple until everyone is safe. They shall proclaim to the future, "Here we come, y'all, here we come." This marriage is our marriage. It is a contract between a people and their very best souls. It is an announcement that if you're strong enough to love, God is strong enough to cheer you on.
I didn't meet him until Ernest introduced me to him, and I thought, he's not only beautiful, but he's absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. He's my little brother. Like, that's what I describe him as when I talk about him. So along comes Chris, and it was immediate. And you know, when you have relationships, I don't care if it's a friendship or a relationship, it should be easy. And that's what it was between the two of them. And the way Chris was looking at him, never seen another man look at him like that.
And even in the 6 years that you all have been together, I've continued to watch you grow as individuals and as a unit. Reggie, you have made Chris more outgoing. You've made him capable of demonstrating the fullness of who he is with no apologies. And I know that has been a thing to arrive to that place. I think he has strengthened you and pushed you in ways that you didn't know you could be pushed. The level of achievement that you've made personally within the last 6 years is tremendous. And I applaud you for it, but I know it was because of the support you had from him.
First and foremost, I love you, Christopher Noah Street. That includes your aesthetic, your laugh, the slight grin you have in your face right now, your scent, even the bad breath in the morning. But those are the physical attributes. What I love the most is you, your being, the fun and lighthearted person you are at home that no one ever really gets to see. I've had the opportunity to watch you over these last 6 years, and one thing I can say is that you are God sent. The way you lend your ear to so many and provide sound and clear advice is unmatched. Your humbleness is admirable. You are enough, you are enough, you are more than enough. And you matter to me and so many others. You are one of the best things that has ever happened to me. Because of you, I am able to live honestly and truly. Because of you, I see humanity in a completely different light. And because of you, I smile a little harder, even when you're getting on my damn nerves. I'm not sure if you're going to mention this in your vows, but you have inscribed in my mind and heart that you are committed to the commitment. And I vow to you that I am as well. I vow to act on this commitment by doing the following. Number one, I will always represent you in the most honest and respectful way. I am a lobbyist by trade and will make sure that I am your representative whenever you are not around, acting in your best interests. Number two, I knew it was love when one time I was being myself, being Reginald, and you had to remind me that it's no longer just about me, but about us. So I vow to you that I will always keep us at the forefront of my mind and on the tip of my tongue. Christopher, lastly, I am committed to you and I'm committed to us. And I want to share this. James Baldwin once said, "Love him and let him love you." And that's all I ask of you today. Love me. And please let me love you for the rest of our lives.
Amen.
As a couple, you represent a love to be admired and that inspires. An unrestricted and liberating love, a foundational, transformative, once-in-a-lifetime experience. And the truth of it is, we are all better for knowing and witnessing your love.
I knew that it was something between the two of them when I asked my brother to go to a show with me, DC. And he said, "Well, do you mind if I bring somebody?" And I was like, "Who?" And so I knew then when I met Reginald, he walked in and he said he was nervous. And I was just like, "Oh, this must mean something because Chris don't share nobody. He don't bring nobody home." But between myself, my sister, and my family, we have grown to love you because I love you so much. I'm happy that you found love. And to see you happy. And to think that you never thought that you would have that is what brings you joy and comfort. We welcome you, Reginald, into our family, and we love you. We accept you wholeheartedly. We accept both of you all wholeheartedly, and we love you fully. And not just because you're our brother and that you're his partner, but because we just love you. And because we love you, there are no conditions to that love.
Reginald Breon Darby. I love you. It's your fine ass. Standing before those we love and cherish most, I openly and unapologetically declare my love for you and my commitment to join and journey this life together. It's like you just appeared in my life one day, and every moment since has been validation that God really does love me. It's not by no goodness of my own that I deserve the kind of love and care that you've shown me. The kind of love and care that can't be questioned or ignored, even sometimes understood. You've created the safe space to experience your love and offered a safe refuge where I can be seen, heard, and encouraged as my whole self. You have patiently unraveled the complex layers of my person, gently breaking down the barriers I've erected to safeguard a fragile heart. Our life together is like a dream, and our love grows with each passing day. I promise to always see the best in you, even in the most difficult times. That too means I will give the very best of me, so that you realize every gift and talent, beget all that you dream, and witness the manifestation of all that God has promised you. So as vast as the ocean are the thoughts I think towards you. As deep as any challenge or valley that may visit upon us, my commitment to you and our life together will remain intentional and unwavering. I promise to never cease clinging to the God I see in you. And my hope is that we continue to chase each other's hearts as we chase the heart of God. As scripture reminds us, the first and greatest commandment is love. So my final promise to you is this. It is with bravery and the purest of heart that I publicly and joyfully vow to love you completely, without condition, without reservation. what once seemed fleeting is now constant. I love you too.
So, as the little sister of Chris, he used to watch me watch Disney movies all the time. And as you know, every great fairy tale love story usually ends with the refrain, "And they lived happily ever after." But what we've learned from almost 5 years in marriage and close to 13 years of being in relationship is that that refrain is not the end at all. It's actually the beginning. So our wish for you is this: in your journey to happily ever after, may you always be fortified in the living that precedes it. The trials and tribulations, the wins and losses, the good days, and the days where giving up feels like the best choice. May you always remember that your ever after comes from living intentionally together.